mean, when I communicated with him, it was like only 6 weeks. So he did have this time free. So we are very, very happy that he could come at such a short notice. So just let me give you a little bit background about him. He has a very, very illuminated career. I mean, I shouldn't say career, his service to Thakur. It's very long. So if you all want to really know all the details, you can go on the Chicago Center's website, and there's a whole page on him. So, we have sort of contracted that into a few sentences to inform you about him. So, Swami Ishatmananda ji is a monk of the Ramakrishna order and president of the Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago and Vivekananda Monastery and Retreat in Ganges, Michigan. He joined the order in 1975 and was ordained Swami in 1986. He served at the Advaita Ashram, a publication center of the Ramakrishna order. Somebody needed something? Okay, sorry. He served at Advaita Ashram, at a publication center of the Ramakrishna Order, and at the Order's educational institution in Purulia. He founded a center at Port Blair in Andaman and served as the principal of the Ramakrishna Mission School in Narottam Nagar. He is a member of the board of directors for the Parliament of Religions and is also the religious advisor at the University of Chicago. He has lectured widely and has published several articles. Now, those of you who have heard him on YouTube, you know that he is an excellent speaker. So please, we welcome Swami Ishatmananda ji humbly to this center.
Thank you.
One minute. One request to all of you, please take out your cell phones and put it on off, vibrate, whatever it is. Please have it off. Thank you.
Today twice we'll meet, and you know the program from 10 to 11, then there will be a little tea break, and from 11:30 to 12:30 again, another session. And we'll be discussing about the Tapasya. Tapasya, the Sanskrit word, it means the spiritual, the practices, the austerity. That on that Tapasya we will. Before you start, let us chant this mantra, and you please repeat after me. It's not a lecture, it's a sort of a retreat. And whenever we come to a retreat, we learn something. In the lecture, we listen, we carry, we ponder, or we forget, whatever. But in retreat, basically as on one topic, constantly we listen and we discuss, we ponder, and we carry something with us. So this is the tapasya, the austerity. But before that, let us begin with the praying to the Lord Sri Ramakrishna. Please repeat after me. And then, if you don't mind, please tell me the meaning of the mantra. Okay? So because you are attending this type of lectures and studying and so many years, you must be knowing it. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa drita vigraham vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Tam Ramakrishna Shirasa Namamaha. What will be the meaning of it? Ah. So, Tvam, that Ramakrishna, Shirasa, I bow down at your feet. But what that Ramakrishna, they meant Rama, Tat, that. What is that? Niranjanam. What is the meaning of Niranjana? No, this is without stain, pure. Now, to explain again, we will come in details. What is that purity? Bathing in the Ganga, fasting in the Ekadashi. This again, you are using the word pure. What is that purity? Hmm? Please. Good. Free from desire and attachment to the worldly objects. That is called purity. It is not food, it is not drinking, it is not dress, it is not place. It is only this. Free from attachment. That's all. If we understand this, it becomes so easy for us. The whole life we are fighting for food. Shall we eat this and we not this? And then we remain the same impure mind. So Niranjanam Nityam. What is that Nitya? Eternal. So how can we explain eternal? Hmm? Unchanging. It's difficult to explain eternal. And why? Because we are not eternal. We can only cognize, we can only explain through words what we know, we understand. But eternity is a concept that I was there, I will be there, and I am there. It's continuously going on. Though I am seeing the changes. I am seeing the changes, experiencing the changes, but still it is eternal. How? My great grandfather was here. Then next, 14 generation. We are here. So apparently we are changing, but on what? On something. So that is called time. And time is known as Shiva. The time is eternal. And that time, when it began and when it will end, we do not know. So that conception is called eternity. That means whatever we judge, it is not eternal. So what is eternal? Then Sri Ramakrishna said, and the rishis, that God, the word is very easy to use and can understand. God is eternal, or Brahman is eternal, Atman is eternal, like that. So eternity, Nityam. Now we will come to Sri Ramakrishna. So is Sri Ramakrishna pure? Why? He was not having any attachment to the worldly objects. He is eternal because that who was Rama, who was Krishna, including the Jesus, including Chaitanya, all these. That eternity, but changing. How we can understand eternity? Comparing with the changes. Otherwise, how you can understand? Yesterday, I was showing the young boy who has come with me. I told, see, we are not moving at all from the airplane. The window when we saw is a green sky, and nothing was there around to compare. So as if we are floating, and we are not moving at all, but we are moving in such a speed. So we need something to compare. So when we observe the changes, the Sri Ramakrishna was the Rama, Sri Ramakrishna was the Krishna, Sri Ramakrishna was Chaitanya, Sri Ramakrishna, these changes are coming. So we can understand the eternity, Nityam. Then comes Ananta Rupam. What is that Ananta Rupa? Now, different form, many forms, right? Ananta, unending forms. So each and everything is nothing but the He, the Ananta Rupa. See the word that they have chosen. The Sanskrit word they have chosen. The one of our Sanskrit teacher used to say in training center, the rishis, when they could choose a perfect word, now only one word, and that is giving the whole explanation, they used to feel the joy of having a son. Uh, Putra lavera ananda. So the father gets the great joy having a son. Like that, they used to have one word if they could. So Ananta Rupa, Ananta means unending, everything that is He. Then these Sri Ramakrishna or these God, these being, this consciousness, whatever it may say, has taken a human form. Why? Bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai. Vigraha, vigraha means the form. Why the form? Bhakta anukampa. And he is not taking the birth, he is accepting a form. That's all. Bhaktanukampa dhrita vigraham vai. Ishavataram. Now that Isha is avatarana, is coming down. Parameshamidyam is the greatest power of the Supreme. That is Ramakrishna. And that Ramakrishna, we are bound down. It's not just Sri Ramakrishna and then and they are also having some other, they are also having some other, not like that. He is the combination of these, this Sri Ramakrishna. Now we are entering into this hall, in this prayer hall, and the shrine, and we are worshipping a personality, Sri Ramakrishna. Are we truly worshipping a personality? No. It's impersonal, but as because we won't be able to have any idea of that impersonal, so we are taking the help of this form, this person. Through this person, we are reaching to the impersonal. Swami Vivekananda in America and Europe very rarely is mentioned about Sri Ramakrishna. So obviously, when you went back, all his brother disciples were complaining, you didn't say about our master. Why? He said, they have so many. The moment they will say Sri Ramakrishna, they will say, we have Jesus, we have Moses, we have Hazrat Muhammad. Then why should he accept you? We are already having that. So I gave the principles, the philosophy. So that is Niranjanam Nityam Ananta Rupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Isha Avataram Paramesha Mityam Tam Ramakrishna Shirasa Namam. So why I am telling you now? The other day, one lady was telling, Swamiji, I inspired one lady to take initiation from you. I told her, if you like to do the karma yoga, go to Ramakrishna Mission, only karma yoga. And when the people are coming to take the initiation, we always insist that you should study at least about Sri Ramakrishna. Why? Because you are not taking Sri Ramakrishna, you are accepting an ideology. What is initiation? Accepting an ideology, accepting a philosophy, and then molding your life into that. And some students, they are going so far to get the best education in some, maybe physics, in chemistry, or other technologies, and maybe medicine. They go on searching which college will be best. It's not the building, it's the professors, those who are teaching. So they go and search like that. We are also searching the best philosopher, best person, same way. and then coming to Sri Ramakrishna. Why? Everything, everyone, with whatever may be, they can accept Sri Ramakrishna. So all can come and accept Sri Ramakrishna. So Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam. He is the supreme that being. He is taking this form and he has created and he is surviving as all being. So what we are. Now from here, our tapasya will start. Then Sri Ramakrishna himself is asking this question and giving this option. He said, you need not to do much. Only two, three things. One, who am I? Who are you? And what is our relation? These three things. See, so simple. So who is Sri Ramakrishna? Niranjanam, Nityam, Anantarupam. At least these three. And the moment it is Anantarupa, we also comes to that. So when Sri Ramakrishna is asking, who are you? Then what we should say? What will be the answer? Hmm? Not one of the Rupa. I am you. When the Sri Ramakrishna is asking, who are you? I am you. Only I am seeing, at this moment, I am seeing myself in a mirror. And so the mirror, if it is a concave or convex, then it will be little different images are coming. But I am you. And slowly, slowly, we have to remove all the problems, concave, convex problem, and then I see this is me. So that is called tapasya. What is tapasya? Usually we use in India, tapasya kar, ektu por. The Bengali mothers, they will all, ektu tapasya kar, ektu tapasya. What is tapasya? Mother doesn't know, but she will use the word. একটু পড়তে হয় তপস্যা করতে হয় what is that tapasya so one pointed effort to achieve a goal achieve something that is called tapasya the musicians how much tapasya they do the players we see the finished products when they are coming to how much tapasya they do each and every one whoever is successful at the back at the behind tapasya is there. That means effort is there. And then only is successful. Now we have come to the best place. And what we are going to achieve? We are not going to achieve. We are going to reveal that we are God. Swami Vivekananda in Bengali, he said, Chile poshu, you were all animals. Hoiacho mano, now you have become human. Ebar devota hoite hoibe. Now you have to become God. So our effort, our prayer, our everything that we are doing to become God, not less than that. Not that we are going to go to heaven. We don't care for heaven. If you have noticed that our Semitic religion, all the three, they talk about heaven. Why? Economical condition. All the three, when they were creating the condition, their condition was very bad. That's why in Moses, he said, I will lead you to the land of milk and honey. The poor fellow, he followed and so many people also went, but still they couldn't find the milk and honey. And anyway, they are still searching. The milk and land of milk and honey. And next also, I will give you these, I will give you that. Hazrat Muhammad clearly mentioned, if you follow me, I will give you strength and all that. So they all only wanted that this should be only in this world. If you don't get, then in the another world. What? You will get food, you will get drinks, you will get all merriments, whatever you want, all are over there. They're still going on dreaming to go over there. And India, from the beginning, it was so much, food and other things were there. If you say, I will take you to heaven and you will get a lot of food, enough is there. We are already having enough. Now I am not taking anything. I'm reducing my weight. Now I'm fasting. Nowadays, a one word, intermittent fasting. And what is that again? To a young lady came, there's the intermittent fasting. And what is that? Swamiji, you should reduce your weight, intermittent fasting. Huh? And see, few years are left. Now, whether I become reduced or gain little, it doesn't matter. Let me enjoy the food. After in heaven, I will get it or not, I don't know. So, so obviously, so why intermittent? But anyway, these people are so intermittent fasting, all these things they're going on doing. But in India, prachurya is so much for the ordinary people also, right from the king down to each and every one. And that is the reason we never cared for heaven. If you look at it, heaven is a stopover. The philosophy, it comes from it is the influence of economy, sociology. Our economy was so different. That's why Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism speak about mukti, liberation, never about the swarga. Swarga is a stopover only. You do good work, you go to Sarga, and you will get the taste of joy, happiness. But that is also temporary. If you want to have the permanent happiness, then tappata, tapasya, tapasya, tapasya. You have to practice austerity. And what you will get? You will get mukti, liberation. Liberation from what? Liberation from the bondage of birth and death, in the circle of birth and death. You'll get the liberation. So, why we are going to practice tapasya? For liberation, not for swarga, not for heaven. I told in many places in Andaman, two young ladies and girls, they're college students. They attended a sermon in the church, and usually they say, when you are going back home, if you find somebody non-Christian, try to help him or her to go to heaven. So with a great mission, they come. And in Andaman, it is very difficult to find people, very less. Only 1 lakh people in the whole 26 islands. So I was sitting and enjoying the sea and all that, and they found me. So they came. They came to me and told, please read this book. I understood. I told, why? You will get peace. And ma'am, look at me. After finishing a nice breakfast, I'm enjoying the sea and the cool breeze. And I am enjoying, I'm in great peace. Why should I have to read this book? Without reading, I'm getting the peace. Then you'll get to go to heaven, she said. Well, have you visited heaven? She will no. You are promoting some place where you don't know about whether the electricity is there or not, the, the pure water is there or not. You don't know. First, you go visit the place, then with confidence you can come and say everything is there. So good, nice bathroom and all that. So then we can try. And I am also trying to go someplace. If I reach over there fast, I will come and tell you. So let us go in our own way. So what is Sarga? Why should we go to Sarga? Only to enjoy this much? We will go and have the liberation. And for liberation, only 3 practices we have to do. What? Karma. What is the karma? We usually think physically we do karma. No. How many ways we do karma? Mentally, physically. Very good. Wonderful. So, Kaika, Bachika, Manasika. See, you are the emissaries. I always feel our devotees, if they are not becoming the emissaries, then how many Swamis will go and where they will reach? Their limit is this much. Because you are coming over here, I can reach to you. Swamis can reach to you. But you have a big area. You are going to so many places, giving the talks. And so, in your field also, if you are using this idea and giving them this, so we are running after happiness. Our success means happiness. And the happiness should come like this. And that is the way only high moral values will reach out to the society and society will be transformed. So that is why I'm asking, not that I'm taking any that judging you, no, not like that. You are so this I'm really very happy. The three way we do karma, and you could say that, and many of you know that. First is kaika, physically. We understand that. But other two, we don't understand. Manasika and Bachika. And Bachika means when we are speaking such a one or two words that hurting the man, hurting the person. That's terrible. So three types of, and Manasika is dangerous. So you are very, with a smiling face, you are looking at someone, but thinking, let him have some punishment, let him have this and that. That is terrible. So you have to be careful about your physical action, mental action, and your words. Now we will start with the physical austerity. And very clearly, Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, 14, 15, 16, in three verses, very clearly he mentioned Deva, Dija, Guru, Pragya, Pujanam, Shaucham, Aryavam, Brahmacharya, Ahimsacha, Shariram Tapa Uchyate. There's the Sharira Tapa. What is that? Dveva is divine. Dvija, cultured. Guru, that means, the Dvija, always we think the Brahmana. No. Dvija means cultured person. And when we are born without culture, if baby, whether it's a millionaire's baby or any beggar's son, they will be going and touching this one, that one. The mothers and the others, they will be guiding them. No, you should not do this. You should behave like that. You should. Slowly, slowly, they become cultured. That is called dvija. Second birth. Animal, the kids and the human kids also same. They will be behaving the same way. But the human get the training and slowly become cultured. How I should behave. That is called second birth, called dvija. And this dvija means cultured person. Guru, teacher. Pragya, experienced person. You have to respect. Pujanam, they have used the word puja. Puja means with great devotion. Pujanam, shaucham. Shaucham means purity. Again, this purity means cleanliness, mentally and also physically, cleanliness. And arjavam, straightforward. And no, when they are speaking, they will be okay. In India, they always talk about NRI. NRI never say straightway. They'll say, if you say something, they'll say, oh yes, so nice, so good, okay, but they will never say, I will do or I won't do. They'll say like that. That's why India, they will say, even the monks, they will say, hey, NRI has come. They're looking at us. They're not straight. They're thinking that way. But what is this? Straightforward. You have to tell straight way. But I have found here in America, particularly in America, the people are very straightforward. They'll never say this way, that very straight way they say. Why? Freedom. America is having the freedom and without the king ruling. Europe, and Asia, all the Asian countries, all Europe countries, because of the kings, people always say good things about the king, but they don't think about it, most of them. So hypocrisy is there. But in America, there was no king, so no hypocrisy. So that's Arjavam is no hypocrisy. Straight saying this. Brahmacharya, continence, controlling, ahimsa cha, non-violence. That much is the Shariram Tapa. It's very difficult. Why? The moment, see, first it is beginning with what? Beginning with you should go and become humble before the divine personalities. Then the cultured people. Cultured doesn't mean that they are a good writer or a very good singer or a dancer or a performer, not like that culture. Cultured means a person knows how to behave with others. That is called culture. Even in the Second World War, when the mother and the two kids they were arrested and they were kept in the jail, there's a beautiful story that was published long back. The mother used to teach the two kids. So your father is a very respected person. And after the war, when you go back, you have to prove that you are his son. You should be cultured when you are behaving. In the jail, naturally, other people are there, and slowly, their behavior and all this, they changes. But the mother went on 4 long years. She was going on giving the teaching to these children. You should behave like this. They are behaving like this. Okay. But you should share your food. You should behave like that. You should not use any bad words. And this is the manner you should. That is called culture. In Bengal's buses, I have seen, nowadays, long time, I didn't travel by bus. There's buses, they used to write, your behavior proves your culture. Apnar ব্যবহারই আপনার পরিচয়. So how you're behaving. So that's true. So that is called the culture, cultured people. And Guru, the teacher, who is a teacher? Who is removing the darkness, ignorance. That is a teacher. When we are learning something from a teacher, maybe maths, maybe geography, maybe history, we are learning, understanding. Previously, the maps were nothing for us. Then slowly in the geography class, we learned, oh, this means that. And these are the way. Then we started reading the maps. And we learn about so many places and people. And that is called the guru, removing the ignorance. And the best guru is a spiritual guru. Because the spiritual guru is removing the main darkness from our mind. What is that? When we think this world is permanent, the world is there and I am in the world and I have to survive properly, no problem in it. Sometimes we think that because we are religious people, we should not earn money or we should not live properly. No, not at all. I always say that no, why should not? Because Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself is telling to that our Master Maharshai. Master Maharshai is asking, can I earn a little more money? No, why not? By using good means, if you are earning money, and that will be helpful for the poor people and the religious people, for your family, you must. You should live properly. Many times I have seen, I told these stories again. There's in Arunachal Pradesh, I used to go and check the quarters of our staff. Now you went to visit a teacher's quarter, and I found one teacher's quarters, they are not keeping properly. So I told, what is the matter? You are not living in the best way. The salary is good, central government salary. So why you are not living properly? So Swamiji, I am actually collecting some money and then sending it to our village. And I have purchased a house, 2-story building I have made and all that. I told, good. So you have already completed? Yes. So are you going to shift over there? Oh, no, I have another 15 or 12 or 15 years service. Then only I will go. Or I think 20 years service. I told 20 years service. And who is living in your building? And my brother. Good. And after after 20 years, when you will go, it will be all again old building. But see, whole life you are living in this way, not enjoying at all, only to live in a happily afterwards. But when you retire and go, again the same old building. That means whole life you are like that. The one person is to think himself very clever, so he will be purchasing the fresh potatoes and keep at the back, the potato, and they will be on the rack. And the front side potatoes, a little saggy and not good, he will go on eating those. All through life, he ate only those potatoes, the rotten potatoes, and keeping the best thing at the back. This should not be. As a householder, you must enjoy your life. You must show your might. Don't follow the sannyasins. Sannyasins' life are different. Sannyasins should not follow the householder and then go and having a very good car and not never. There it is, there it is, not there, not there. Sannyasins' life should be completely different. So this is called the guru who will teach you properly. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. And the wrong way that the teaching came in the medieval time, India got wrong gurus. And that is the reason we lost all our might. So that is pragya and guru. These are very, very, and that is we should be knowing about them and be respectful. And what happens? Our ego goes back down. Most of the time, the children, they will not touch the feet of the seniors. Why? Now they're what's called power touch and something like that. They will be having a, Anju, what you're doing? One young boy came and showing me what he is doing. No, no. Actually, you have to also do like that, and then you will touch like this. And okay, for the COVID it is good, but actually, better to have like this. Why? Touching the feet of a senior person, you are helping yourself by reducing your ego, and that is called tapasya, physical tapasya. This physical tapasya and pragya, the experienced one. In Bagbajar, Mayer Badi, the one doctor came, and Shardamani Devi asked all the members over there in the family, go and touch his feet. And the other ladies were whispering, Mother, he is not a Brahmin. And we are Brahmin. How can you go and touch his feet? Even Rabindranath could not introduce that in his Shantiniketan. That much, the Brahmin should not bow down to others. But here Mother said, he is a doctor, a so learned person. If we are not touching his feet, then whose feet we are going to touch? It is not the birth, but the quality, experienced person, educated person. So this is called culture. And when we are doing that, we are becoming humble. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he made Girish Chandra Ghosh, egoistic person. Thakur, what is the matter? And Thakur showed like this. Oh, you are Girish Ghosh. You're a great dramatist. I heard about you. Girish thought, the Brahmin, and then is a pujari. He's showing like that I should also. So this is the first time in his life, Girish offered pranam to somebody. Then second, Thakur bowed down. Girish to what is it? He also did like that. Thakur sat down on the floor and then touching the forehead on the floor, offering pranam to Girish. And Girish learned that. And Girish has become immortal. If the Girish never came in touch with Sri Ramakrishna and never transformed himself, who knew Girish? So many dramatists were there. Hundreds and thousands in all society there are there. Who remember Girish? But as long as the Ramakrishna, this organization will be there, Sri Ramakrishna will be there, his biography will be there, Girish Ghosh will be remembered by the people. This is called Amrit. This is called eternity. If you are coming in touch with the God, you also become eternal. Not physically, but people will remember you. So, this is the way if we are doing the tapasya, becoming humble and understanding. So, Deva, Dija, Guru, Pragya, Pujanam, Shaucham, Archabam, then continence, concentration, Brahmacharya. Concentration is really, really important. Without the concentration, no good work we can do. Concentration is very important. Ahimsa cha. What is this ahimsa? Love for others. Is nothing to do with the food or other things. A love for others. A soldier, he is going to kill because the order has been given. You go and fire, and he will fire. He is ahimsa. He is doing his job only, nothing else. So that is the way we have to understand. Misunderstanding ahimsa, because the Lord Buddha, he propagated ahimsa. Much before Lord Buddha, in the Mahabharata, ahimsa paramadharma, it said. Much before Buddha. But what is that ahimsa? Ahimsa paramadharma in the Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata again, Lord Krishna is asking, you go and fight. Ma manusmara yuddhacha. Because you have to perform your sadharma. If you are not performing your sadharma, then what will happen? A young police officer, he became the superintendent of police in Andaman, and he came to me, and the UP boy, he came, Swamiji, thoda meditation sikha dijiye. So, a little bit, whatever, I taught him. And then after few days, police officers started coming, Swamiji, we have a request. You only can save us. And me? You? And I said, what happened? No, your disciple, that superintendent, every day he comes to his office, then close the door, put the red light outside so that no one to disturb, and sitting on his own table, office table, he is meditating. So who will sign the files and the orders and what? Then you are the only person you can talk to him. We cannot talk to him about this. Then I rang him. Hey, what you are doing? Oh, Swamiji, I'm practicing meditation. Oh, good. At this time, where you are sitting? Oh, on the table, my office table. I told office table. But you are a Kshatriya. Your sadharma is to protect us. Now, by closing the door in your office, if you are meditating, and if the thieves or the dacoits come, who is going to give the order to protect us? It is not the time. When you are free, then only practice meditation. Otherwise, it is not necessary. For a Kshatriya, it is not necessary at all. You practice your sadharma. Please forget about meditation now. When you'll be in vacation, in your home, then you practice. In the office, you must be alert. If you are not alert, then what is going to this society? The Swadharma, but that was not taught at the time of Buddhism. Not Buddha. Buddha was very alert. But afterwards, misunderstanding. So ahimsa means non-violence, we should not do, we should not do. And what happened afterwards? We couldn't protect ourselves. Swami Vivekananda said this. We couldn't protect ourselves because Kshatriya, Virya is necessary. Brahmana is necessary. Kshatriya is also necessary. Vaishya is also necessary. And Shudra, of course. So all are best in their own places. So what is this tapasya? Not that the Shudra living his job or a Vaishya or a Kshatriya or a Brahmana, they should. Of course, the pure Brahmana, those who are real Brahmanas, this is for them. They're meditating and all this. Like the present day sannyasis are all Brahmanas. Why they are thinking in this way and they should do that? One told, Mother, we are doing so much of japa and all that. Mother told, what else you will do? You have left your hearth and home and sitting in the ashrama, getting proper food, right time. What is your job except taking the name of God? You should take the name of God. So, see, this tapasya, the physical tapasya, clear understanding about my responsibility. Not that I have to, as a doctor, as an engineer, as an officer, researcher, professor, our duty first. But when I am going to my duty, I am dedicating the duty to God. And when I am leaving my duty, I am dedicating that to God. That will be sufficient. And that is the reason, you see, I will tell you that from the Mahabharata, when the Bhishma, he was going to die because the Uttarayana has come and Bhishma will leave his body, the Krishna himself went along with the then king, the Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira has the doubt. Because Yudhishthira was, of course, a prince, but when he became king, he didn't get the training to become a king. Kings had the different training. So Krishna told, well, why don't you go to the Bhishma? You go to Bhishma. Bhishma will teach you. Bhishma taught him this. Then afterwards, Bhishma was telling, no more. I'm withdrawing my mind. And now I have to leave my body. And look at this. My God, the Sri Madhusudana, that is the Vishnu, in the form of Krishna standing before me. That was my prayer. At the time of my death, my God should be standing before me. Lord has come. And you know, in the war, when I was fighting, I saw that Krishna is angry. And his face, because of he's driving and working, and the sands are coming on his hair. And that is also sometimes in the sunlight, it is glittering. I used to meditate on Krishna. Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. He's fighting. He's shooting the arrow at Krishna and Arjuna. At the same time, he is meditating. Oh, how beautiful is my God looking with this time. And the God is angry. He's frowning. He's looking at me. And I am blessed. God is looking at me. Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. He's fighting with the God, but at the same time meditating. That is the Bhishma. Bhishma is a great soul. Arjuna didn't do that. The teaching was for Arjuna. But Arjuna only fought, but didn't remember Krishna. But Bhishma, every moment, if you read that minimum 10 slokas in the Bhagavata, they're describing in a beautiful way Bhishma's death. That part, if you read, Bhishma is going on telling, when I saw that my Lord, only to keep my promise, breaking his promise, the Bhishma promised that I will make Krishna to fight over there in the field. And Krishna promised, I will never take up that fight. I will just only drive the cart of Arjuna, that's all. And that day, Bhishma was fighting in such a way, and it was impossible for Krishna to protect the Arjuna. So he himself got down and rushing towards the Bhishma to kill him. And Bhishma came down and he was waiting for the Krishna to come and kill, because Bhishma all through knew that this is my God. Krishna also knew. But the Arjuna came and stopped him and said, don't break your promise. And he said, look at it. How humble is my God. Only to keep my promise, he broke his promise. So I was meditating on that Krishna. So, Mam Anusmara Yuddhacha. So physically, when we are practicing austerity, every moment we have to think, when you are going to the kind of divine personality or the God, we should have to think about God only. When we are bound down before a cultured person, we should think about God. Look at it. The God is manifesting through him. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna giving the hint. So when a person is appreciated by many, know it for sure, the God's power is manifesting. So that person should be humble, understanding this. And when we are going to pay respect, we should think, oh, God is manifesting through him. We are not appreciating that particular person. Problem is, we go to that particular person and we make a cult. And we end up nowhere. Look at it, so many are there. The big Swamis came. The thousands of people followed him, and they ended up as a cult. And the moment that Swami passed away, everything broke. Then where the people will go? Why? Because they didn't practice this, the physical austerity. So when we are going to a person, we are not appreciating that particular person. We are appreciating the qualities that is manifested through him. So that is called the Dija Guru and Pragya Pujanam. And when we are practicing constantly, we are practicing brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is concentration on that. So we are thinking and reading and writing and all that. And ahimsa, of course, the love is generating. So when the love is coming, that is called the ahimsa. That is called sharira tapa. So this is the fast tapasya. Without this tapasya, we cannot purify our mind. Without purification of our mind, we cannot realize God. And without realizing God, we can never ever get the permanent happiness for which every time we are longing. A baby is crying to be happy on the lap of the mother. Happiness, not the mother. If the mother is cajoling, baby is feeling comfortable. And she is feeling, well, now I am happy. It's happiness. And an elderly person, he is also searching for the happiness. In the company of the Keith and Keen, he is finding happiness. So happiness is the ultimate goal. Happiness is God. Anandeva khalu imani bhutani jayante. From ananda, from happiness, from joy, from bliss, all this has come. And that is the reason we always anchor up the happiness. Second, we will just begin with it, and then afterwards, in the second half, we'll finish. This is great practice. What is that? Bangmaya tapa uchyate, austerity of the speech. Anudvega karam bhakyam, very fast. Anudvega karam bhakyam, then satyam, priyam, hitam chayat. Satya, priya, and hita. Swadhyaya, abhyasanam chaiva, bangmaya tapa uchate. So the second part, swadhyaya abhyasana, that means you must have to have connection with the high spiritual values. Once only we read or once only we heard, and no, you cannot practice unless you are regularly keeping touch. Unless you are keeping regular touch, you won't be able to practice it. That's why Bangmaya, that is, you are controlling your tongue. Mother Kali, biting her own tongue. Why? This is the tapasya she is doing, showing us that Bangmaya tapa is controlling the tongue. Anudvega karam bhakyam. Udvega means creating anxiety. When we say something about some people and that creates the anxiety, that is a great sin. Great sin. So sometimes some people, they can't understand. And we say, oh, you are nothing, you are not going to have anything, you are going to do this. That is a terrible sin we do. So that is the reason one should be very, very careful when you are talking. Because sometimes the people, one of our Swamiji, of course it is true from the standpoint of, it is true. But the father and the mother lost their only son. And that is 32 years young boy, 32, 35, something like that. For accident, by accident or something, he passed away. And they came to the ashrama, to one ashrama, to a Swamiji, and only to get the solace. And he said, oh no, last life, you must have committed some sin, heinous sin. That's why you are suffering this time. Very obvious. You know, that person brought $100,000 to donate. Because of this, he took the money back. So I told, if you have announced that I have brought 100,000, I will donate, and this is the thing, then what you, then nice. But anyway, this is the way we always talk. This is very, very sinful. Because a person is suffering, it is not the time to tell him that. You have to. Ma Sarada Muni Devi showed that. One lady came, she lost her son. Mother embraced that lady and started crying so loudly, the other thought it is her son passed away. So that is the way one should behave. Anudvega karambhakya. One should not say that when husband and wife, usually the Bengalis, they don't come to me. Then when there is a problem, they only come. And then after, when the problem is over, again, no chance to meet them. So like that, one husband and wife came, and with their kids also, the children also, and the husband did something wrong, and the wife told that I am going to leave you. And the husband told, only one time I did a mistake, and please forgive me. He was going on. It's true, I did a mistake, but please forgive me. Then ultimately, they came to me, and I told first, before your children, don't behave like this. Though they are very young, but still they are thinking something wrong has happened, and father committed something wrong. So they will lose the respect for their father. Mistake is all, it may happen. Of course, it is a very serious mistake. Then I told them, I told father, you better touch the Ganga water. You know why? Because once you are touching this thing, psychologically, you feel, no, I have touched the Ganga water and the Thakur's flower. I will never break my promise. But truly, he became all right completely. So suppose I also said, oh, you are a sinner, go away from here. Some of our volunteers, some of our devotees said, Maharaj, you know this person? Nowadays, you cannot hide yourself in the Facebook or something is there, I don't know. But everywhere, everything is present. Where you are going, Facebook is watching. So, so many of them they knew about and they wanted to show me he's a sinner, don't allow him to come inside the ashram. And only the ashram is for the sinners. And that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is sitting here. Why not? Where they will go except Ganga? People should go to Ganga only. You need not to bother about it. Let me handle. So I told the gentleman, please touch me and tell that you are not going to break your promises. He never broke. Now they are a very happy family. I came to know about it. Suppose, I am not that appreciating myself, I'm only telling, suppose I asked him, go away, then what would have happened? So this is the condition. Anudvega karambakyam. Udvega, I am creating unnecessarily tension in the mind of a person. Then one lady came and she was telling Swamiji, I cannot sleep. And what happened? My last paper I have to submit for the thesis, and my teacher is not the good with me, and I'm sure that I'm not going to pass. I'm feeling so frustrated. I can't sleep in the usually those who are doing that, the last part is really very difficult for. And I told, look at it. Suppose you are not successful. What will happen? Only DR, you are not writing. That's all. Before your name, you are not writing DR. You are a dear. You are dear to so many. So if you don't write dear, still you are dear. There's nothing, no problem. Just go and sit and write the paper and forget about it. So many thousands and millions, they were delete and they were doctorate and where they are now. And so many in future will become doctorate also. What they will do? For you, this is a challenge that you have taken. Do that. If you are successful, you are successful. If you are not, don't bother about that. Don't bother about that. So always try to understand the life like this. Anudvega karambakyam. I am telling from my own experiences that lady in one The first paper she submitted, and she was successful. And she was throwing her hat on the here. that picture also is okay. Now, this is the way the success. And if you say, oh my God, is that, then drop this here, don't appear. It's not like that. So, inspiration, the words can do anything. Give me blood, I will give you freedom. One of our leaders, he said, Netaji Subhash Chandra. He didn't say that I will give you money. He didn't say that I will give you the contract. He said, give me your blood, that means your life. And in exchange, I will lead you to freedom. And thousands followed him. That is called the inspiration. So this inspiration, anudvega karam bhakyam, is the fast. Satyam priyam hitam. Now it is 11 o'clock, and Shabna Didi is very strict in timing, so we'll should stop. And this is really, I appreciate this. Good. So let us go and have the tea after coming back. In the meantime, you please think if there is any question to ask, you can ask the question. Anudbega karam bhakyam. What is the Sanskrit word? Anudbega karam bhakyam. Say. Anudbega karam bhakyam. Bhakyam. A big no, that I mean, bhakya means the word. Anudvega, the tension. That we should not say anything to anyone that may create tension in his mind. That is the. I was having some hiccups. That there was a Dr. Brahmachari. We were in the PPTC, Pre-Professional Training Center in Belur Math. Just novices, just joined. And there was a Dr. Brahmachari. So I was going on doing like that. All others telling, take water, look at the sky, take, breathe like this, then you can. But it was going on. Then that doctor came and told, hey, what you have done? Atmastanandaji Maharaj, you know that Atmastanandaji. So Atmastanandaji is searching for you. Something is going to happen to you. Be careful. I forgot about cow. I told, why should he do like that? Because I didn't do anything wrong. Then afterwards, he was going away. I ran after him. Hey, what is the matter? Why you said like that? Then after some time, he said, the hiccup is there. I told, oh no. See, sometimes udvega vakya helps you. Thank you. Please go.
Just one question. What is hitam? The word hitam.
Hita. Is it for the betterment of others? Hitam.